Good evening, everyone. I'm Austin Daigle from the Ravelli Weather Team. I just want to give y'all, we're going to start our severe weather coverage. For right now, as you can see, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning. This is going to be, we do have a line of severe thunderstorms developing. We got some storms developing ahead of the front right now, as you can see, but it's this line of storms that's going to be the most severe. So if I take it over to our wind velocity map, as you can see, this line of storms is pushing towards the Fort Smith area right now, and it's embedded, and these storms have like embedded 60-70 mile per hour wind gusts. So put it through here and put it into motion real quick, which y'all can see. I know our radar is going to be extremely laggy tonight. So here is the radar loop. As you can see, we got this whole line of showers and storms pushing through, a lot of severe storms actually. And you see all this wind. So put it on, all this wind right here is moving off is coming towards the Fort Smith area, and this is 60-70 mile per hour wind gusts, probably even up near 75. As you can see, and it's moving towards Fort Smith. But we got these little embedded showers. So we got these little embedded showers and storms that are starting to build up. So I can zoom out. So I will start to zoom. And we got this severe thunderstorm out here near Wilburton right now, and it's actually producing a little bit of hail. So probably so that's near Hartshorn right now. So we're showing around quarter size hail, and then we're up near just to the northwest of Wilburton near quarter size hail as well. But this whole line does have a little bit of hail on it. This is a very strong line that's moving through. Do expect some wind damage, probably some power outages, but this is severe line with like 60-70 mile per hour winds. Like I said, I'm gonna be keeping a track on this, and it's coming towards the Fort Smith area. Get a look on this. Try to get a storm track on this real quick with the wind. So here's going to be our storm track. So this is pushing to the southeast. This was going to be in the Fort Smith area in about the next 45 minutes or so. As I'm taking a look at this, I'll zoom down deeper. I can actually put in. So let me put this into two panels so you can see what's going on. So so it's right next to me. So this is our wind. So this is going to be our wind right here, and then this is going to be our radar. I'll probably put it back in one panel so it'll be easier to see. So this is going to be, so Marble City is about to actually get this right now, and it's going to be going through Vian, Sallisaw, and then it's going to be going to Fort Smith within the next 40 to 45 minutes. I'll be using this. I'll be doing some live videos on our Facebook page as well. So don't mind if I am trying to do a bunch of things at once, because I basically am. Trying to anyways. I'm going to try to get on our live. So I'm going to try to get on our live so they can see what's going on. I know it was lagging over there just a little bit ago, but now I'm going to try to get back on here. I may scoot over a little bit as well. I may try to scoot over and see if that works a little bit. So you can see that storm is moving off towards so it's going to be this storm right here near Vian. It's moving just southeast towards the Fort Smith area right now as well. I can scoot this over for y'all. Okay. I'm going to try to, I'll probably scoot back a little bit. Alright, so probably try to do this. Let's see. Let's go. Good evening, everyone. If you are tuning in to severe weather coverage, I know we had some lagging issues, but we're going to try to do this by phone. And then if you join our YouTube channel, we are live on our green screen anyways. But we do have some severe thunderstorms pushing through. This is going to be until 8:30. This one's until 9 o'clock. I know the one in northern Crawford and northern Franklin is going to be until 8:30. The one that's going through Sallisaw, Fort Smith, this is going to be until 9 o'clock. And this one out here near Wilburton is going to be until, this one is going to be until 8:30. So as you can see, line of storms that's going to be pushing through pretty soon. We got some embedded cells along. We do have some embedded cells along the or forming ahead of this front as well. But the main storm is just northwest of Sallisaw, and it's going to be pushing through Sallisaw in the Fort Smith area pretty soon. And I'm kind of concerned on this because it got some pretty gusty winds. We got some gusty winds going through Natural Dam right now, so I'll put on our wind velocity map. So this is Natural Dam. So here's Natural Dam. This is pushing off towards the southeast right now. As you see, Cedarville is about to get some pretty gusty winds up near 60 miles per hour possible, and that's going to be going through Mountainburg, Cedarville, Alma, Mulberry. But I'm definitely keeping an eye on that for sure. Back out. We got some pretty gusty winds about to go through Vian. So this is our wind velocity map. So the lighter colors are going to be your 60 to 70 mile an hour wind gusts, and that's about to go through Marble City. As you can see, Vian's about to get through. Is starting to get hit by this storm. Salisaw's next. Fort Smith's next. Scoot it down just a little bit. Then it's going to be Spiro, Pecola, Greenwood, and Charleston. Put it back on our radar map. Put it in motion. So this is the motion from our radar. As you can see, we do have some isolated severe cells developing near Wilburton. These are actually producing some pretty large hail up near quarter size. But this is the main line of storm. So this one's going to be trucking through Mountainburg pretty soon, within the next 5 minutes or so. And we got some gusty winds up near 60, 70 miles an hour. And then you got this line that's going to be going through Sallisaw and then Fort Smith, and that's going to be and winds on this storm is showing up near 60, 70 miles an hour as well. So it's something I will definitely be keeping an eye on. We do got a little bit of hail. I'll put in our hail core map. As you can see, we do have hail that's going to be moving through Sallisaw. We do got some large hail out there near the Natural Dam area. And if I can move our map, as you can see, we got some big large hail out here near Wilburton, near McAllister. That's going to be moving towards the Tallahena and Heaver area over the next 30 minutes to an hour. Go back to our radar. Looks like we got some even larger hail out there near Stigler, showing near golf ball size actually. So if you're like in Stigler, Keota, McCurtain, this is pushing off. This is moving towards. This is going to be moving just south of Keota. So zoom in just a little bit. So if you're just south of Keota, we know we do have a strong cell. This is actually producing hail near golf ball size, and it's moving off towards south. To look at our wind velocity, there's no wind on this. It's mainly just going to be a hail event. And again, that's moving. That's just south of Stigler, and that's going to be pushing off towards Keota, Callington right now. And it's some pretty large hail. I'm definitely keeping an eye on this front. It's definitely getting stronger as it's pushing closer. I know Marble City, I'm looking at the winds near Marble City, and it's showing near 70 miles an hour. So just west of Marble City right now, I'm showing winds up near 70 miles per hour. And that is pretty strong. It's going to be a little bit of hail as well on this front. I know there's going to be about near dime to nickel size hail in this front as well. Got a question from Brian Sky. How bad is it going to look for Greenwood? Greenwood should be getting this in probably about the next hour or so. As you can play it on our front. This is a loop over the last 40 minutes. So as you see, this front is trucking through the area right now. And as you see, that's just a big old front, a big old windstorm that is moving through. So I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on this over the next hour or so. I'll be posting continuous updates to our Facebook page. We'll be live through this whole thing on YouTube, on our YouTube channel. That's River Valley Weather. Go to the YouTube, search that up, and we will be live there. I'll be posting continuous updates to our Facebook page. So if you're on our Facebook page, we will be logging off and be posting updates pretty soon. So you're watching severe weather coverage. All right, back to our. Let's see. So back to our. Bixby's trying to take over now. So to our YouTube channel now, we're going to go back to a regular coverage of these storms. I'm tracking this as near Sallisaw right now. and near McKee. Marble City's getting hit, and these are winds like show the shaded blue, and then the little darker colors in that's near 70-mile-per-hour wind gust. Some pretty heavy rain as well. Looks like we got a new severe thunderstorm warning. This is going to be for Franklin, Crawford, Sebastian, Northeastern, and Haskell County, and Sequoia County, and Northeastern LaFleur County. So I'm going to go ahead and post that to our severe weather notices right now. So you'll probably get that warning in just a few seconds. So Northeastern Haskell. This is going to be until 9:15. So we'll be going back on our Facebook page pretty soon. And now I'm going to try to get this YouTube live link out to all of our viewers. And we will be going in and out of coverage as well. So we will be doing coverage in just a few seconds. I know this phone is really, really slow. It's a piece of crap, but it's all I got going right now. So we're going to continue. We're going to go back onto our Facebook page and start our coverage up again. You are joining us back for severe weather coverage. We do have new severe thunderstorm warnings out. We got a severe thunderstorm warning for Franklin County, Crawford County, Sebastian, Northeastern Haskell, Sequoia, and Northeastern LaFleur counties until 9:15. This can be for 60-mile-an-hour winds and quarter-size hail. Tracking this thunderstorm right now. As you can see, it is pushing through the Salisaw area. It's about to be going through Fort Smith. It's actually going through Mountainburg right now. So it's about to be going through Alma as well. Cedarville's getting this right now as well. Velocity map shows it's about to go through Van Buren as well. Cedarville's getting this for sure. Our velocity map, this is going to be going through Salisaw within the next few minutes. And this core right here, this is a 60-mile-an-hour core, and that's pushing towards the Fort Smith area right now. Back on our radar. Now we're going to go to our hail. This thing is producing a lot of hail. As you can see, we got boatloads of hail out here in Crawford County. We got loads of hail out here near Marble City. And as you can see, we got some large hail. I'll zoom into that that storm down here near Kyoto. That's just south of Kyoto, and that's tracking towards the northeast right now, towards Callington. We'll go over back to our radar. Some pretty heavy rain. So we got some intense storms that are pushing through. I'll put our radar loop. But as you can see, it's this entire line right here that is pushing towards the southeast right now, and that's what I'm watching right now. Looks like we got some new tornado warnings down there as well. I'm looking for rotation. I'm looking for the little kinks in the radar you see. That's the tornado threat we have right now, and that's where and that's kind of what I'm keeping an eye on right now. But as of now, I'm not seeing any initial threats. There is a little bit of rotation along, so there's little bitty kinks along this whole entire line between near Cass all the way down to Rudy. This is about to go through Van Buren, right? This is about to be going through Van Buren. It's going to be colliding. As you can see, this is going to be colliding as it's going into the Fort Smith area. Let's see, put it back on there. But this storm is tracking towards the southeast at around... So this is tracking southeast at around 50 miles per hour. I'll put a storm track on this for y'all watching. So this is going to be our storm track. So this is going to be moving through the Fort Smith area within the next 20 minutes, and it's going to be going through the Greenwood area within the next 45 minutes, 40 to 45 minutes. As you can see, we do have cells that are developing ahead of this front. So right here, that's going to be going through Greenwood, and then we got cells out here. And these are the hail makers. So these are the hail makers out here. So I'll scoot right over. So the storms that do develop ahead of the front, those are going to be the hail makers, and that's what we're going to be watching for as that's moving off towards the Fort Smith area as well. It's right now located south of Kyoto, and it's moving towards Spiro. It's going to be going a little bit north of Spiro. This one is definitely going to be going into the Panama, Bacola, and Spiro area within the next 20 minutes. This one's not going to be long before it makes its way towards the Fort Smith and collides with this front, collides with the front out here moving through Sallisaw right now. So I'm looking at our base velocity winds, and again, it's like what we had last Friday. It looks like our strongest core is going to be near Sallisaw, and that's pushing towards the southeast right now. So it looks like we got a new severe thunderstorm warning for this is going to be for southeastern Haskell, Latimer, and northwestern LaFleur County. This isn't going to be until 9:15. Looks like there is 60-mile-an-hour wind gust and half-dollar size hail. So that's what I was saying. These storms right here that form ahead of it, that's going to have all the energy, and that's where we're going to have the hail threat, and that's moving towards the Poto area. So if you're like in like Poto, Heavener, zoom radar in a little bit. So near Fanshawe, near Panama, McCurtain, Spiro, Bacola, you are going to have the hail threat over the next half hour or so, and that's definitely what we need to be watching as these storms come through. So I'm watching this whole line. As you can see, this is a mature line trying to do a billion things at once. But it looks like the strongest core wins. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we got this leaning edge is going through Alma right now, and it's showing around 40 miles per hour winds. But the strongest core is actually going through just to the north. It's going to go through Atkins, Sallisaw, and it's about to make its way through. Looks like we just lost a little bit of signal there. And it's going to be going through the Fort Smith area as well. I know we just lost signals somewhere on our coverage. When we just go back over to our Viper radar so you can see what's going on. As you can see, this is going to be moving through the Sallisaw area pretty soon. It's going through Fort Smith in about the next 15 to 20 minutes. Going back over to our radar, and this whole line, this whole line's getting a little bit stronger. And I'm gonna go over here and see what the hail threat looks like. So I'm going to go back over to our hail radar, and it looks like there's a lot of hail within this line. I mean, this storm is producing a lot of updraft, so I'm not surprised that there's so much hail in it. but it's a very heavy rainmaker. And it looks like it's trying to get ahead of itself. It looks like it's producing a gust front. As you can see right in here, it looks like it's starting to produce a gust front right now. That's going to be a straight line wind potential, especially as this starts to move into the Fort Smith area pretty soon. Barling, Lavaca, Greenwood, Bacola, Hartford, Charleston, Mulberry, Ozark, and Kyotis. We're under a wind potential, a straight line wind potential, but right now your straight line wind potential, as of right now, is going to be for Brent, Fort Smith, Van Buren, Fort Coffee, Bacola, Spiral, and Barling, as of right now. And we've got some pretty gusty winds out there as well. It's showing your 60, 65 miles per hour. Let's go back to our radar. Keep zooming in. Put storm track right there. So as you can see, this line is moving closer into the Fort Smith area right now. So this is going to be our velocity map, and the wind is just diving south too. So heads up in the Fort Smith area within the next less than 15 minutes as the storm barrels through town. Right, is about to barrel through the city right now. Sallisaw is getting this right now. I know some pretty heavy rain cores out in the Sallisaw area. I'm definitely watching for the Greenwood area as this core will be moving through as well. It looks like it's starting to strengthen up just northwest of Fort Smith. So areas like in Van Buren, Fort Smith, Barling, Bacola, start watching out or move inside right now while you can. I know this line is about to be producing around 60, 65, possibly even gust up to 70 miles an hour. We could lose power at the station. It is possible. Anywhere else could lose power with this wind threat, but I'm keeping an eye on it for sure. I'll definitely be keeping you post on this. We're live on our YouTube and our Facebook pages right now. Obviously, I can't hold this phone forever, but I'm definitely going to be continuing to do as many posts as I can on here. But let's see if we can get it. Let me go back to our velocity map. So Atkins near Long has the strongest gust right now. I'm clocking in around near 60 miles per hour, and that is moving towards the Greenwood area. If not, it could actually go a little bit south of Greenwood. But this one, but a little bit of a wind core is starting to develop again, just to the northwest of Fort Smith. So just to the northeast of that wind core as well. So it is strengthening up as well. I'm watching these storms right here ahead of the front. These are going to be hail threats as well. Go back to our hail radar. This whole line has hail in it, so don't be surprised if you see a little bit of hail. I mean, there's so much updrafts taking place within this storm right now that hail is not going to be zero. It's definitely there, and you're definitely going to see it. But I mean, it's in the majority of all this line. So the biggest hail right now is actually going through Rudy. And that's going to be going through Dyer, northwest or northeast Alma, Dyer, just southwest of Mulberry, for sure. Sallisaw, you're getting a little bit of hail near marble size. We got about quarter size hail, put a track on that. Going towards Kyoto right now. That's going to be moving towards Poto and Hartford as well. The winds in that core is starting to gust up again now near 70 miles an hour. So this whole line is starting to strengthen up. So now we're starting to see winds going from like 40, 50 now to 60 and over right now, and especially near northwest of Fort Smith as the core is starting to move through, and it's showing your 60, 70 miles per hour. But this will be moving in Fort Smith within the next 5 to 10 minutes. We're going to take a small break here, and then we'll get back on our coverage. But you're tuning in to severe weather coverage. Stay here, stay tuned, and we will be back in just a few moments.